Hey guys, welcome back to, you know it, I'm going to redo this for take two. Hey guys, welcome back to Shaving with Rich. Today I have my cousin Daniel, and he is going to be shaving with the Shavette right here. Either this bad boy right here, or this one right here. So guys, get ready. This is going to be an awesome shave. Just made it back from Kuwait, and we're meeting up family just like we did when we were kids. So looking forward to this shave. Here's Daniel.
Hey guys, Daniel guest starring here today.
That's right.
So I guess I'll tell you what I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using one of Rich's Razor Rock. Which one is this one?
The Monster.
There you go, the Razor Rock Monster. First time using a synthetic brush, so this will be awesome. And then I'm going to be using Douglas Smythe's Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Chocolate Bourbon. I love brownies, so I'm a sucker for that. I'm going to use this today. That's what it smells like.
Nice.
Seriously, just like brownies out of the oven. I just want So don't eat your soap.
For sure.
Alright, and then the two razors I'm going to be using today, I'm going to probably use both, one on each side of my face. This is the Scoutmaster Shavette. Scoutmaster. And then I'm going to be using one I got off Amazon. It's the Black Widow. Just some differences I'll see if I can show you here. You can see the actual body of the blades, or the Shavettes. The Black Widow's a little bit slimmer, which affords you the opportunity to have a little bit shallower of an angle as you're shaving. So that's one of the advantages. But the Scoutmaster is definitely more substantial if you like that substantial feel in your hand. And then I'm going to be using, both Shavettes have the same blade. It's the Wilkinson Sword. That's my blade of choice.
Nice. This is going to be epic. How did you get started?
Alright, so
Well, I think we messaged a little bit, but I don't know.
a little bit. So I used to be the cartridge razor person. I used the Mach 3, and I had to do a Mach 3 because my hair is so coarse that if I had anything with less space between the blades, it would get so clogged so often that it was useless. So then I went to, I got sick of paying all the money for the Mach 3, so then I went to the Dollar Shave Club. And then eventually I was like, well, if I'm gonna do this and try and save money, I might as well try out DE shaving, because I've heard about it. A couple of my friends were doing it. I knew Rich was doing it. One of the guys on deployment was doing it. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'll see what I can do. So I just bought a cheap DE razor off of Amazon, and then bought a sampler pack of blades. I had, I think, 13 different kinds of blades. I had derbies, I had sharks, I had these Wilkinson swords, I had feathers, I had I can't even remember all of them, all sorts of different blades. And it turned out that my favorite blades were the feather and the Wilkinson sword. And the Wilkinson sword was almost as sharp as the feather, but a slightly smoother shave. So that's what I decided to go with, because I have really coarse hair, so I need a very sharp blade to just cut through that stuff. And then that was my start. And then I thought, hey, you know what? I might as well try a Shavette, because I think it'd be pretty sweet. You know, like those you always see in the movies, the guy's like, yeah, I'm awesome. I figured I'd try that. I even sharpened up one of my pocket knives that was razor sharp, and I thought I'd just try and shave with that one time, but haven't tried that yet. Not that brave yet.
Anyways, without further ado, we are going to be using my favorite lather bowl. Look at the size of this compared to my head, compared to his head. I mean, yeah.
It's like a yarmulke.
There you go, there you go. It almost could fit my head in it. It's awesome. Do you want me to do the lather? You want an epic lather?
I want to see you do the lather.
Alright. We are going to lather like nobody's business today. So first I'm just going to load this, and I'm going to just let it drop down into the bowl. We're going to go for probably a good 30 seconds. Hey, we're back. That is the beauty of editing. Look at that. Ooh, look at that goodness.
I need to use the world famous Shaving with Rich Epic Lather.
That's right. All right, bud. We are set to have the time of your life.
All right. I'm just gonna get a little water on here. There we go. Let's apply this epic lather. Look at that.
Yeah. It's a whole new experience.
Heck yeah. I'm just like rubbing brownies on my face. I never thought I would ever do that.
Right.
Because it smells like brownies. I'm just like, Could you think about just having brownies all over your beard and mustache? That would be great, right? There we go. I am Santa Claus. Alright. So on the right side, I'm going to do the Scalp Master with the Wilkinson sword. I'm going to shave off all the sideburns, but I'm just going to trim around this because I want to keep this. But with a cartridge razor, yeah, because these are like 1/2 inch long, so this would just die. So this thing's just, you're going to see this thing just going to cut right through it here. There you go. See, look at that. This stuff came off without any problem at all, and this soap is fantastic. It affords me an extremely smooth shave here. Alright. So you can see I'm going with a fairly shallow angle here on my face. Let's see if I can get that. There you go. You can kind of see that shallow angle there. And then as I go over the curves here, I'm going to pull it up because that's the one thing that's different about these is it's not as easy to just go around the curves like it is with the DE razor. You always have to have an interesting angle. So doing that is one thing I had to get used to, switching from DE to Shavette. There we go.
I'll edit that out. I'm just going to tell him quiet it down because it's going to tell on the video. Hey guys, I'm making I just don't want to like I'm like
In the video.
Yeah. But like it's my kids, you know.
Yeah.
Alright. Back.
Alright. And then I'm going to trim up here around my mustache and goatee a little bit. And that's the one big advantage of Shavettes is you can see right where your blade is connecting with your face. So if you want to get really clean lines, it's fairly easy to do. Alright, so there's that half of my face. As you can see, I got a couple weepers down here. That's common, I guess. But that's one thing you get used to with Shavettes is you got to get that angle down. But that's the other thing I like about it too is if you want to be aggressive, you just tilt the blade a little bit more and you're more aggressive. If you want to be a little bit more smooth and more mild on the face, you have a more shallow angle. It's a nice mild shave. Oh, and so this I'm using the Black Widow now. This is the one that's got a slightly slimmer body, so it's easier to get that shallow angle. And you can see that Wilkinson sword blade is just cutting through this hair like it was nothing. No resistance really at all. Yeah, try shaving that off with one of your cartridge razors. Good luck. So one thing that I'm realizing now, because it's been a while since I've used this Black Widow, is that it's much easier for me to get these angles right around my Adam's apple with this one than with the Scalp Master, just because of that thicker body. And I'll do a little bit here. Oh, got myself. It's one of those things you gotta be careful with. Alright. And then I'll just wash myself up and...
Rinse, and I got now block, this will stop it.
So there you go. You can see it just took those sideburns off, no problem. You got some nice smooth lines right here around the goatee area. And so that's some of those things that I love about Shavettes.
All right, so there you guys have it. That's how you do it. Daniel would do a Shavette, run circles over me. So I'm glad that I'm having him do this video. But I've got one of my own, just like this.
We actually bought those together.
We did. We went down to a shaving shop here in Utah, and it's an epic shaving shop, and I'll probably need to do a video just on that. But we'll see you guys next time. This has been Shaving with Rich with my cousin.
See ya.